Lauren Patterson now. She's a reporter for Northwest Public Broadcasting and Spokane Public Radio. She's also a Moscow resident. Lauren, thanks for being on. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about the national spotlight that's on Moscow right now. We're in week 6, and that's a small town, and 1 week of all of this would have been overwhelming. As we get into week 6, as the kids have mostly gone home for the holidays, what's happening there now? Because the investigation is still, at top speed.
Ashleigh, people want resolution. There's this sense of unpredictability that makes it hard to get back to normal. It's just a bad vibe in Moscow. Downtown is quiet. People are on edge. This is a rural town. People are locking their doors. They're carrying guns. And I don't think this cloud is going to lift until we have closure. Recently, the University of Idaho announced that if students are still afraid to return to the area, to look at registering for online classes next semester. So we'll see how that goes.
Let me ask you about a report that I know you got. Obviously, you're local, so you're able to talk to a lot of people who would trust you. You're part of the tribe. But this is distressing to hear that some of the reporters that have come in, not Brian Enton and not his producers, he operates in an extraordinarily professional way. I know it because I've seen it. But some of the other networks have been pretty aggressive in using tactics that might be considered almost illegal. What have you heard from people?
Well, they're popping into businesses, they're asking for footage, they're still hanging around. I did talk to one U of I student who's actually one of the neighbors of the victims, who said the press is camped outside her apartment, which makes it really hard to leave, get to class, even grieve. So it's just interesting. We're a small town. We're not used to this kind of attention and being in the spotlight, really even international headlines. It's been really wild.
Let me get clarity, though, because it's one thing for a reporter to show an ID and say, I'm with the press and I'd love to ask questions. And then the person can either say yes or no, but it's another to be aggressive and show a badge almost as though you're law enforcement. Am I getting a feel that that's happening from some of the press there, that they're almost hoodwinking some of the local businesses to cough up video when they think it might be the police asking?
I mean, I did have a friend who works at a local pharmacy who had a reporter from a major network come in. They bought some Tums, they flashed their press badge, and they asked if they had any cameras facing the highway. But it's sort of interesting because we're not law enforcement. We don't have warrants. People don't have to give us that information. People don't even have to interview with us at all. So it really comes down to the person and what they feel comfortable asking. But just for any reporters out there, just remember, if it's a healthcare facility, that's a HIPAA violation. They can't give you any video.
Right. Well, and also you have to make it really clear. And I've seen Brian and his producers at work, and they're very, very clear. We work for NewsNation. We'd love to see if you have anything that might help us understand what's been happening. There's nothing wrong with that. But hoodwinking people into thinking that they have to give you the video is an entirely different kettle of fish altogether. Let's talk a little bit about the cyber sleuthing. Like, I just talked to Chris Hall. He did something very interesting that, just showed us that this could be the car. But other people have been much more cruel, doxing people, putting their names and pictures out there. It felt like it was running amok. Is it getting any better?
Moscow PD, they used to have an entire section in the press releases, if you remember, titled Rumor Control, where they were trying to address it. But when I talked to the Moscow PD Public Information Officer, Robbie Johnson, last Wednesday, she said law enforcement just cannot keep up with the speculation and rumors. They'd rather spend energy on the case. So they've stopped trying to address the rumors and speculation altogether. They are concerned about the doxing and harassment. They want to remind people that internet sleuths could face criminal charges for harassment or doxing if it crosses a line.
Good reminder. Very good reminder. Lauren Patterson, thank you. Appreciate your help. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.